All right, guys, we just rolled into our next project with the 304. We're going to tear down a house. Well, kind of. We're going to tear down part of the house. Let me show you. All right, guys, we're in historic Canton, Indiana. We've done a few videos in this town. Unfortunately, a lot of times it's tearing down old dilapidated buildings, but if you look off in the distance over there, you can see the spires on the cotton mill. If we get time at the end of this video, I'll take you guys around town and kind of show you a few of the neat things here, because there is some neat stuff in this part. But this is the project today. This old house here was built in 1905. It's not in the best shape, but they're going to try to save it. But this addition on the back right here is in horrible shape. It's not original to the original structure of the house, and it's got a basement underneath it. The floor is caved in. It's just in really bad shape. So the goal is, see if I can do this. Basically, we're going to tear the addition off the back. You guys can see right there, there's a hole in the floor. Nothing really fancy, nothing really crazy. Everything in here is going to go. This is the old house here where it starts. So from here forward, they're going to try to do a complete remodel and save the old house. Check out the old piano. That's an old organ. It's not even a piano. But man, I hope they can. Roof stayed pretty good on it. It definitely needs some work, but I think it's salvageable, if that's a correct way to pronounce that word. But anyways, we got some obstacles on this one today. We don't have a whole lot of room to work. I would have much rather brought in the big machine and got in here to work. We're really restricted on size. I don't know for sure. I think we're going to probably end up bringing the machine in over here and trying to get the truck in over here as well to load. I got the little machine because we can't get the big machine in on the lot. So yeah, we'll probably try to get our way worked back into here. Oh, there goes a cat. Get our way worked back into here. The porch is going to go, but the actual brick house is going to stay. So anyways, let's get unloaded and get started. All right, guys, here's what we got going on. I cleaned out a little fence line right here. We're trying to get a truck in. Tell them to stay on that way as far as they can. All right, sounds good. So we're gonna try to get him in, and then we're gonna start in on it right here. We looked at doing it on the other side, but there's a power line over there, there's a cistern over there, there's the neighbors. I don't know. I feel like this is just gonna be better if we don't get a truck stuck in the yard. I still got a cistern I gotta work over here. So yeah, basically we're just gonna tie into it and see what we end up with. Tell them come on back. Come on back. Let's try that and see what we got. The truck wasn't so tall, it would be easier. Yeah.
Could have brought the big one. Why didn't you bring your Volvo? Part of the house will stay. Brought my Sawzall too, just in case we need it. You want a bike? videoing for YouTube. You're on YouTube right now. Say hi, Chicken.
Hey. Okay guys, one thing I want to take a quick second to point out that really shows up on a job like this that I really like about this 304 is freeze frame it right there. The shape of this boom, the way it's designed, the geometry of the boom is what I call it, is far superior to a lot of other machines I've ran when it comes to loading a truck in a tight space like this. Now it does hinder you in other applications, but for doing something like this, the way this boom is designed is one thing I absolutely love about this machine. There's a lot of things about this machine that I don't particularly care for, but that is one thing that I absolutely love. And to be honest with you, it's probably the main reason why I've kept this machine around. I've loaded a lot of trucks with a lot of different mini excavators, and this one here does it better than any of them. I'm telling you, it's the way that boom is shaped, that geometry of that boom, the angle up there at the top, and that straight section is spot on. Alright guys, we got the first load on the truck. Man, it really sucks loading that with this small machine, this tight area, but it's about the only option I got, so we're getting by. Hopefully he can get out of here. I don't think it'd be too big an issue. Got street tires, he's got full lockers. Oh yeah, look at him go. He's off to the dump. Well, he's off to the dump. We're going to kind of sort through this and get ourselves a little better organized, so maybe we got some more room to work whenever he gets back, and keep on loading out. Alright guys, I slowly started crunching through it. I've got myself set up here where I'm elevated a little bit. We're going to try to get the truck in here beside it. Hopefully it'll be a little bit easier to load out on this second load. It's just a tight area, tall truck, little traco, but we're making it work. So let's see what we got here. Alright, I kind of got you guys down here low on my shoulder. Hopefully you can see. I'm feeling pretty stable here where I'm sitting at. It looks more stable than what it is. I've tried to get this stuff crunched up the best I can so it goes in the truck pretty good. That's easier said than done with this smaller traco. There's always one stinking wire that wants to hold the whole program up, but I think this truck's going to go a lot better loading than the last truck. Oh, hang on there. This first part that I've got tore down and I'm sitting on, it's got a crawl space on it, and that's being generous. It's just a couple floor joists laid on the ground. But once I get over there a little bit farther, if you guys remember from that hole on the inside, there's a basement. So I got to be really careful not to get this machine over top of the basement, because, well, that'd just be a bad day if we ended up down there. But yes, it loads so much better when it's crunched up. Keep from hitting the garage over there. That'd be handy. Come on, there's always one board out of the bunch. There we go. It's the hinge, not the light. He's trying to keep me from breaking his light. What are you so worried about? It's not like it's a brand new 2020 truck.
I mean, you know, come on.
Hey, somebody's got to be the one to put the first scratch on it.
We'll let Mr. Dirt Perfect.
That's right. I might as well take the honors, right? Just hope there's only one. Alright guys, we're putting a dent in there. There's the second load out. He is tarping, hitting the road. I guess we're gonna get re-situated here again and get ready for the truck to come back. Haven't fell in the basement yet. Uh-oh, the new truck not gonna start? Oh, there it goes. He's off. Alright guys, the truck is off the dump again. I'm gonna try to get this floor basically busted up over to where I can get to that last wall. Hopefully pull it in towards me. I don't want to take the floor, what little bit of floor is left where that basement's at. I don't want to take it out until I get that wall done. I'm hoping I get everything on this side because actually loading that truck out there worked really well, but I'm going to lose my height on this next load, so hoping I'll get me a little bit of a pile built up here and kind of do something similar. But I'm going to kind of chew my way across here, see what I got. I'm trying really hard to keep all my mess contained within this addition. Oh, hello, slide backwards. In this addition and within a couple feet around it, just makes the final cleanup a whole lot easier. Like I said before, I'm trying to get this crunched up the best I can to get in that truck and maximize our truck space. It's just not, this is old, what we call rough sawed frame timber. It's not your normal dimensional stuff you use today. Let me tell you, it is stout. It takes everything this freaking Traco has to break a damn floor joist, excuse my language. But, come on, there we go. We are getting it. I just got to kind of methodically chew my way through it, a little at a time, piece by piece. When we get resituated here, we're going to pull in that last wall. I'll get you guys set up so you can watch. Alright guys, I got myself worked up in there. That basement starts about right here, so I can still come forward just a little bit farther. I don't want to get too carried away. So basically what I'm going to try to do is get this shuffle back to where I'm at here, so then I can shuffle it into the truck. And we may have to do a little bit of rearranging a couple different times, but yeah, you got the point. So I'll set you over here and watch the last little bit come down. Alright guys, if you look in the upper left hand corner of your screen, you see two wires hanging there. They're actually to an old satellite dish hanging on a pole there. You just can't quite see. I can't reach them to cut them. I knew they were there. I wanted to look it over real close, make sure I wasn't going to damage anything before I pulled the rest of this house over. So we just made the decision to go ahead and pull her down, and then we'll cut them when they're down on ground level. So let's get her down. Guys, it is officially down. It's just a matter of getting it loaded up, cleaned up, and out of here. Basically what I'm going to do at this point now is get this crunched up into pieces we can get loaded on the trailer nice and easy, truck nice and easy, and I can't load out on this side. There's just too much. There's a telephone pole, there's telephone wires, there's electric wire going to the house. That pole's about ready to break in half. I don't want to be the guy that does break it in half. There's just not room to load over there. So I'm gonna basically work it backwards behind me here, and we'll load out when we load out the last 2 trucks. I think we probably got about a truck and a half of the stuff left here. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I think we're over the hump on it. If I can just get some of this stuff moved backwards, I think we'll be all right. Got one piece of wall over there. I can't quite. Oh, am I gonna get it? Oh! I think I got it. There we go. That's it. Everything's in my reach now. So, but yeah, let me get this processed back. Their truck should be here in the next 15-20 minutes. They're short hauling to the dump site, so it's not that far. Only got one truck running, but it actually works out pretty good. It kind of gives me time to get organized while he's going. But I'm gonna work my way back out of here, and we'll get this cleaned up, loaded up, and out of here. Hopefully. Alright guys, the truck's got back. We're loading out the 3rd load here. I gotta really be careful how I load this truck to make sure it comes out the tailgate on the back. It's not like in 40-yard dumpsters we get where they can just barn door the back open and let her go. So I'm a little bit conservative on the loads here just to make sure he don't have any problems dumping. And like I said, it's a short trip, so it's not a huge deal, but I'm not going to bore you with loading another truck. We'll get this one here loaded out. I'll swing you guys around and show you what I got. I got just, hang on here, Trago. Got just enough room between this house and the truck here to swing around and get her dumped on there. I'm up on another pile of rubbish here. I'm not quite as stable as I was last time, but we're still getting by. So let me get this one loaded and I'll show you what I got left. I'm thinking this is going to get most of it. Probably about a half load left if I had to guess.
It's looking good so far.
So what do you think they use this little part? This part of the basement here was underneath the porch. I think that was like a little cellar for canned goods or something.
Cellar, canned goods.
That was the little part that was underneath the actual house. It was about the same size as this. Of course, the rest of it was crawl space. But look at that. It's just 4-inch brick laid up. Probably been there for 100 years. I pour a 6-inch ICF wall and they tell me it'll fall down in 5 months.
That's a good concrete stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty good stuff. But we're gonna cave in them edges around there, and then basically the dirt's gonna go in the whole foot-o-matic over there. But yeah, we gotta get this caved in, get dirt in that hole, get the rest of that trash cleaned out of there, load a truck, and hopefully be about done. Man, they built this pole barn, I'm telling you, is right. Bet you it's not 6 inches off that brick. Come on, baby. Hit the pole barn. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Done any better but try. This will probably settle out over time. We're gonna put a little bit of compaction on it, but the main goal is for now is just to get the hole filled in. So no wild animals or people fall in it, or kids, until they figure out what they're gonna do with the rest of the house. Oh, come on. Well, my goodness, that's a stout section of sidewalk. Okay, you don't want to go that way? You'll go this way. That's what I thought. Hang on. Sitting on top of a rock. that section of the basement. Footer for an old chimney that was tore down at some point, I bet. Alright, let me get re-situated here.
Hey, can you go out? There you go.
Alright guys, we kind of got three different piles here. This is the old cellar. We got all the busted up concrete in there. I need to do something with that because it ain't going to be worth a crap. I'm just going to settle out and get dirt on it. But he puts dirt in there. He's got his skid steer here. So he puts dirt in there. I'm going to kind of try to work it down in the holes and make sure we get her good and compacted. Let me sneak over here. This is our last load of debris. It needs to go out. This is all the stuff that needs to go to the landfill. I'm pretty sure we can get it on one truck. And then I've got all the metals and all the recyclables over there. So for being a small lot, we've done a pretty good job of keeping it all segregated, I guess you would say, and keeping it to where we can make the best out of it. But yeah, it's getting there. The old house still standing, so that's good. But yeah, anyways, it's cold. I'm gonna quit rambling and get back in the cab. You guys can see over there, we're gonna reach down in there and try to get that concrete. I don't like the way it was sitting in there. Left too many voids down below there. Try to pull that piece up out of there. Some of that dirt work got in there. Oh, hang on, getting rough right here. Alright guys, we're running out of daylight here. This may bleed over into tomorrow, but truck's coming back. He's actually being able to backhaul dirt from the dump, which works really nice. But as you can see, we're definitely short on dirt, so guess what? Another load of dirt would be handy. Imagine that. But I'm gonna get out of the way or I'm gonna get a load of dirt dumped on me. We'll get him dumped off, get this last load of debris loaded up, and then put the finishing touches on her. Oh. Chris caught it, we got right over a piece of steel there. Everything's so tight around here. Just missing the power lines, missing the hole over there. By golly, we're getting her though. Part of it. That's some nasty, sticky, wet dirt. Lovely stuff, I say, lovely. It's gonna be tough. He's got to pull forward to get the dirt out of the bed, but he can't go over. All right, sorry about that, guys. My dang battery died, but we got her out of there. We're gonna go around the other side, get him back in the yard here, get this last load of debris on it, and yeah, carry on. All right, guys, there's 99% of the debris. We got a little bit to pick up yet. As you see, we ended up having to put the last load on my truck. We were just running a little short on space on that other one. But everything's shut down for today, so we got it preloaded for tomorrow. I'm gonna leave you guys here. We'll be back in the morning with a few loads of dirt, get the last little bit of stuff raked up and cleaned up. And by golly, I think we'll have her. I haven't forgot. I'll give you guys a tour of the town. All right, guys, it is officially the next day. We are back with the truck. We got our debris jumped off, and we are down to dirt. I'm gonna try to get this thing sneaked in there underneath the power line, get her dumped. We'll see how this goes. I hope you guys can see back there. It's going to be a tight fit, but I think we can get her in there. Heck, I don't know. I can get in there. I don't know if I can get back out.
Come back a little more and you might be able to lift. Water's right here. You're good there, probably.
All right, if I ain't leaning too much, I'm gonna hit the house, am I? See, you gotta love the little truck sometimes.
Hold on, let me see if you got empty, Mike.
All right, guys, there it is. We got her in there. It's hard to show how tight that is, getting in there with the power lines and everything. But that's, well, I got small trucks sometimes. It really comes in handy. But he's gonna hop in the skid steer. I'm gonna hop in the excavator here. And between the two of us, we're gonna try to get this all prettied up and call her good. I'm not trying to do anything fancy or crazy with this dirt. I just want to make sure, even if this cellar settles a little bit, I want to make sure we got a good drainage away from this house. The last thing we want to do is introduce water in underneath the house, especially considering they're trying to save it. So I'm just kind of working this in up here, making sure everything's draining away up there. I'm not for sure how soon they're going to be back in here working on the rest of it. I don't want to fix one problem and create another problem, if that makes sense. So just kind of paying a little extra attention to the grade here, making sure we all got it going the right way. We actually got that basement cellar area packed in pretty good. Kind of took the machine and tamped that in there as we went, and we backed the truck across it a few times, and then we had the skid steer on and off of it. So yeah, we're getting there. All right, guys, there she is. That's how we're gonna leave her. We got that all kind of sloping away. I kind of got it trenched where it'll go around that building. That building don't actually have a floor in it, but I still want to keep the water out of it. But carpenters and the roofers and everybody are coming in to do their thing. We're just we've actually already did more than we were asked to do, so I guess we're in good shape there. But we're gonna load up and get out of here. Before I do, we're gonna get the drone out and I'm gonna give you guys the tour of the town, I promise. All right, guys, here it is. This is the town of Counton, Indiana, founded in 1830. The first place we're going to fly over here is the Can Clay Tile Factory. They've made clay pipe for multiple different uses, chimneys, sewer lines, etc. Operated for over 100 years continuously. Unfortunately, about a year and a half ago, they did have to close their doors. It was a forced closing by the local county. They were unable to pay their property taxes, and the county seized their property, forcing them out of business. I cannot say I fully agree with the way it went down, but it is what it is. As you can see, the building and the factory is in pretty rough shape. They are trying to save some of the old kilns and put them on the National Historic Registry, but for now, it's just falling down on its own, unfortunately. As we spin to the left here, this is the crown jewel of Counton, guys. This is the Counton Cotton Mill. This building is 280 feet long. It is 60 feet wide, and the two spires on the top are close to 100 feet. It was built in 1849, operated continuously as a textile factory until 1954. In the height of operation, it had over 300 employees, most of them which were women. The story goes is they actually made some cotton here that went to some of the Union uniforms that were used during the Civil War. And as you look just across the river up there, you can see Kentucky. Keep in mind, during the Civil War, that was the other side. That was the Confederates, and this would be the North. So this is how close it was to the being right there on the line. But awesome building. Today it's been renovated into a 70-unit apartment complex and is still used. I remember it as a child being a dilapidated old building. So to see it restored is truly awesome. So the last thing we're going to look at here in town is the oldest continuously operating school in Indiana. This school has been in continuous operation since 1868. This is the Counton Myers Grade School. The school corporation has had a lot of troubles over the years and still has a lot of troubles today, but they have managed to keep this school open and keep this building in immaculate shape. It is still in great shape, and they still use it as a grade school today. So we're going to fly down Taylor Street here, and actually we're going to fly into the job so you guys will kind of get a little bit of a reference of where we're working at. Like I said, the house we're working at here was built in 1905, and on the back side of it was the addition. They have high hopes to possibly renovate this house and bring it back to what it was. I sure hope they can save it. Structurally, the actual main part of the house is pretty sound, but you can see where we're working out there behind the house. But that's pretty much it, guys. That's the town of Counton. They've actually applied for an HGTV grant to do some renovations in this town. I sure hope they get it. I wish them the best. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, guys, and as always, we'll catch you on the next one.